By 2050, there will be nearly 10 billion people. To feed everyone, food production will have to double. At the same time, we're inching closer to our planetary boundaries.
We are consuming more than 1.5 planet every year, so we need to kind of restrict our consumption in the long term, but also fight for having the possibility to have a future, to keep what is left of ecosystems, of habitats, for the basic ecosystem services, for fixing carbon for the future.
Hidden on this plate is one of the world's most important foods, soy.
Soy is the main source of protein in the global food system.
We eat almost 61 kilos of it a year. Nearly all soy, 80% of it, is used to feed the animals that we eat. Even when we eat meat, dairy, eggs, or fish, we're often consuming soy. This protein-rich crop is essential to feed the world's growing population.
If you go to the supermarket, you're going to find soy in everything.
It is extremely rich in all the amino acids people need and animals need to grow.
The three biggest soy-producing countries are the United States, Brazil, and Argentina. This tiny bean also brings a challenge.
The greatest challenge is deforestation, and we call conversion, because it's not just forests, it's also savannas.
As demand for soy grows, more land is needed. Increased land use can threaten vulnerable ecosystems, like here in Brazil.
The Amazon and the Cerrado are some of the richest ecosystems on the planet. The rainforest of the Amazon is the biggest rainforest left on the planet. So you have a lot of carbon stocked in the plants. And the Cerrado is the rich savanna on the planet. It's very old. It has thousands of tree species. But a lot of carbon is stocked in the soil and in the roots that are very deep. So both are extremely important carbon sinks.
Brazil has strict laws against deforestation. For example, the Forest Code.
You have the right, the legal right, to cut trees and to cut bushes to expand your plantation. But you also have opportunities to do it without cutting trees and use better the land that is already converted.
Preserving land means leaving native vegetation untouched.
In the Amazon, you need to protect at least 50% of your land for forests.
And in biomes like the Cerrado, they must protect at least 20%. Rabobank believes a sustainable and profitable future for soy is possible without compromising the environment.
The finance sector is absolutely a key element of this big shift that we want to do on the global food system.
We definitely do not finance illegal deforestation, and we want to incentivize our clients to use the underused lands we have in Brazil. There are some millions of hectares of underused land that can be very productive. As a leading bank in agribusiness, we want our front-runner clients to inspire the other clients in Rabobank.
One client who is passionate about land preservation and sustainability is Carla.
In my point of view, sustainability is something that has to come with a business. If we are not taking care of our land, we're spraying too much, if we're deforesting, if we make damage to our water, what is going to be waiting for us in the future? It has to be the rule, not the exception, to be sustainable.
On her farms in Midwestern Brazil, she and her family are regenerating degraded land.
So we have to find solutions to use land that has less value and it's harder to work with and make it productive. How are we going to do that? Using technology, using genetics, using precision agriculture, using satellites to make the map so we know what we have and we can work with it. And also to see that my farm that was producing nothing to be supporting more than 150 people. I am very proud to be able to take care of the land here in Brazil.
In Brazil, sustainability on the farm is also about social and economic development. That includes creating jobs, housing, and education opportunities. It's actually like managing a small community.
I do really get really proud when I see our farms full of people and children that are getting their schooling from the farms. Their parents have decent and good jobs. They're getting careers.
Sometimes, Rabobank receives criticism for financing the soy sector. Would it be better for the environment if the bank stopped financing soy?
One thing that we learned is that we need to have very pragmatic, practical solutions. And for that, we need to have good companies in very questionable places, in places that have problems. If the good companies, the companies that are committed to environment, leave these places, then you have bad companies in bad places, and you don't have solution. So what you need is to work and invest in places that have challenges.
The Round Table on Responsible Soy unites stakeholders from the soy chain and beyond. Producers, financiers, and industry players promote good agricultural practices, respect for the environment, and fair labor conditions.
It's our responsibility to demand and to use more sustainable soy. If we create the demand, the farmers will follow, and the investments they need to make are also economically not a big issue. So we as Rabobank have clients in every part of this value chain. So we have farmers as clients, we have traders as clients, we have feed producers as clients, and we have fast-moving consumer companies as clients. And we want to bring them together to have this dialogue.
In some ways, the soy story doesn't begin on the farm at all. It begins with choices that are made by all of us.
No one complains about cheap food at the supermarket. Everyone worldwide is demanding sustainability, but almost no one is willing to pay for it.
Let's return to our dinner plate.
In the long term, we will have to see how our consumption is restricted in a way that it's fitting in our planet. Of course, if you eat less meat or if you eat more healthy meat, and in the limits of what is recommended by the World Health Organization, you will have the planet.
The way we eat now and in the future will affect our ability to sustain generations to come.
But changing food habits takes time, and this is an individual choice of everyone. This is a very personal decision from everyone. We know that it will take 1 or 2 generations. Food habits are changing already, but the Cerrado will not wait for 1 or 2 generations.
One thing is certain. Soy is vital for feeding the world. In places like Brazil, it is possible to increase soy production without clearing new land. But we must work together to ensure a sustainable and profitable future. But everyone in the food chain has to take responsibility for now and our future generations.